Hey everybody, so today's Monday, that means it's time for family movie night. And this week we're continuing on underrated Disney month. And we're talking about DUCKTALES, the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp. And it's interesting because I actually hadn't watched this for a long time. And I remembered it as being underrated. And I think there are parts of it that are underrated, but then there are other parts that were a little bit disappointing to me on the rewatch. So I had kind of a mixed experience. It's kind of weird for me to call it underrated when yeah, I had an experience watching it. So let's talk about it. So, of course, this is the movie based on the television show, the Disney Afternoon show, which I also think doesn't hold up that well, the original show. I think the reboot is actually much better because in the original show, they basically just tell the same story over and over and over and over again with Huey, Lewis, and Dewey getting into shenanigans. And Scrooge kind of begrudgingly coming to their aid, and Launchpad being kind of a doofus. And in the new, because people are binge watching and things like that, they can't just redo the same plot over and over and over again like they could back in the 90s. But with this film, they try to kind of take it to a bigger place with than the series ever. They try to take it with this film. They try to take it to a bigger place than they ever could with the show. It's definitely, the animation is more beautiful and vibrant, and it has a richer story than what you get in the kind of sitcom antics of the original show. And I think that overall it's entertaining. I particularly really enjoy the animation. I think this is one of the best ones that Disney Toons ever did. This and the Goofy movie are probably the best movies that Disney Toons ever made, because they did a lot of those cheap calls and other things. And so this at least has its own story, and the animation is vibrant, and the action is well done. I guess maybe I was a little bit confused or remembered incorrectly because this movie really isn't much of an adventure movie. It's not much of a treasure hunting movie. Like you think the Treasure of the Lost Lamp. This is going to be a lot of time spent in caves and adventures and figuring out clues and treasure maps and things like that. But that's really not the case. It's really just the opening opening sequence. At the beginning of the movie, they find this treasure chest, and Scrooge is very disappointed because it seems to only have clothes in it. And but they find a lamp. Webby finds a lamp. There's this sorcerer named Murloc and his henchman Dijon that are after the lamp, that are trying to find the lamp. But Scrooge initially thinks, "Oh, this is nothing. It's just a piece of junk." And so they end up getting kicked out of the cave, and then Webby has the lamp. So that whole initial sequence with the treasure, with Murloc and Dijon, and the lamp and the treasure chest and all of that, that's really the only sort of action adventure parts of the movie. Most of this movie is in Duckburg at the Scrooge McDuck Manor, and the sort of shenanigans that they have with the genie, that they end up granting. The genie grants Huey, Louie, and Dewey and Webby 3 wishes each, and they have very silly wishes, like a giant ice cream sundae, and that all of the toys will come alive, and things like that. And you see the genie is kind of sad and wants to be free from the lamp. And you also have Dijon that is making all kinds of trouble, and Murloc that's trying to get the lamp. But all of that is pretty much just in Scrooge's house. It just wasn't as much adventure as I was expecting, but it's overall still pretty fun. Huey, Louie, and Dewey are fun. I think kids will really relate to them. Scrooge McDuck is kind of a fun curmudgeon to have. Webby's cute. And the genie character has kind of a cute little arc. Like I said, the animation is really fun in this movie, bright, colorful. The action is well staged, well drawn. And so that's good. Of course, you've got the very catchy music and the catchy theme song that we get at the very end. Woo-hoo. Great vocal work in this movie. You have You have Alan Young, of course, doing Scrooge, Russi Taylor, who's so great, Christopher Lloyd as Murloc, June Foray, who is a legend, Rip Taylor is in this. So a very classic voice cast is all there. So it's still an enjoyable movie. I just wish that it had more action. And it does kind of drag, I think, when it's just all this time spent at the Scrooge Manor with the shenanigans with the genie. So yeah, this is kind of an interesting one to revisit. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the original show? What do you think of the reboot? I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of this movie? Please put it in the comment section or on Twitter. I'd love to hear what you think. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you check out all of my family movie night reviews. I have over 350 now, so please take a look at that. And please check out the Patreon group and merch store. I really, really need your support to be able to do what I do. So thank you so much for all of that. All that information's in the description, and we'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everyone.